Vice presidential candidate Senator Tim Kaine taking center stage at the DNC and taking on the role of Democratic attack dog, mocking Donald Trump over and over and over again. Take a listen.
It's going to be great, believe me. We're going to build a wall and make Mexico pay for it, believe me. We're going to destroy ISIS so fast, believe me. There's nothing suspicious in my tax returns, believe me.
Okay, so maybe the comedians do it a bit better, right? He went on to attack Trump's economic policies, saying they would add trillions to the debt. But how can he defend the last 8 years when the federal debt has jumped 121%? I'd like to know. Joining me right now, Democratic strategist Marsh, radio show host Erick Erickson, and Republican strategist Gianno Caldwell. First, Marianne, I'll start with you. I gotta say, I expected more. I did not think he gave a very good speech at all. He looked down at all his friends in the audience instead of connecting with the camera and all the people here in this room. And, those attempts to try and pretend he was Donald Trump, again, just leave it to the comedians. That was not a good speech.
I think Tim Kaine did a great job on Saturday when the ticket was unveiled to the country, and certainly was his debut last night. On substance, he gets an A. But I think the real role he's playing here, Trish, is when you watch them on Saturday, Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine, she was so happy, so relaxed, so comfortable. She knows that Tim Kaine is going to defend her, go after Donald Trump, and do all the things that she needs him to do, because if she has to play that role the whole time and attack Donald Trump every day, her negative ratings go even higher.
Well,
so that's the perfect role for him.
Okay, so he's attack dog. Elizabeth Warren could have been the attack dog too. So Tim Kaine, I just think, Gianno, not as impressive a person as maybe she could have gotten, perhaps should have gotten. I think this is my camera right here, right? Gianno, you're apparently not. There we go. Gianno, your thoughts?
Well, I think that Tim Kaine has exercised his role as Hillary Clinton's vice presidential candidate by being Miss Leader in V. I think that the facts speak for themselves, and for him to have tried to make a case on what Donald Trump's deficit would be, he should realize that when President Obama entered office in 2009, he had a deficit of $10 trillion, which is now $19 trillion and on course to be $22.4 trillion at the end of fiscal year 2016. Additionally, if we're talking about Donald Trump's plan, the number in which he used actually was false. That was a number projected by the Brookings Institute, and what they used.
Let me just jump in here one more time, Erick, and say, Erick Erickson, this is a guy who has supported deregulation. Just a couple of weeks ago, signed 2 letters encouraging deregulation of Wall Street, the banking system. This is a guy who has previously supported the Trans-Pacific Trade Partnership.
Right.
Why is she picking someone who is clearly on the opposite side of the issues that I would think she wants to be in front of right now, Erick?
Well, and, when he was governor of Virginia, he ran ads talking about how much more of a supporter of the pro-life position and the death penalty he was than his Republican opponent, and he won. The reason she's got Tim Kaine in there is because she's trying to make a play for Republicans who don't like Donald Trump. I don't know that his speech did it last night, though. I've got a TV bank behind these cameras here of all of the news networks, and today every single Democratic strategist has said the same thing. His speech on Saturday was really good. Well, nobody was watching Saturday. They were watching last night.
Yeah, no, that's true. He needs a lot of coaching. A lot of coaching. I mean, as I just pointed out, he was looking down at all his friends in the audience, giving them sort of the high-five signal and smiling at them. And he lacked gravitas, Erick, and I think she needs that. She can't have a guy who comes across as just a friendly sort of clown type. She needs someone that can really, present in many ways, and is an intellectual.
She's also trying to reach out to Republican voters who don't like Trump, and she thinks Tim Kaine has a record to do that because he was a pro-life politician until he flipped. He was for TPP until he flipped. She was for the death penalty until he flipped.
Yeah, but she also needs these Bernie Sanders supporters. Marianne wanted her to pick Elizabeth Warren, by the way.
Well, he had a very progressive record.
She would have Bernie Sanders supporters.
Well, he had a very progressive record as well. He took on the NRA based in Virginia. He took on a lot of indigent clients. He took on people who redlined, a lot of minority communities who were trying to get insurance and trying to live in neighborhoods and all that. He's got a very long progressive record as well. But what you heard last night is very artfully with Tim Kaine and other. My father-in-law was a Republican governor of Virginia. Everyone talked about Republicans last night.
Okay, so
Republican
this is
women
her
and
attempt to move to the center. I also think perhaps it's the safe move in that, you know, he's not going to upstage her. He's not going to command a lot of attention, and
she's
so
comfortable
really
with
this
him.
is a campaign that's all about her. Final word to John, I gotta go.
One of her biggest issues is she cannot connect with folks, and I think what he proved last night is he cannot either.
That's one way to put it. All right, good stuff. Thank you, Marianne, Eric, and Gianno. We're going to be right back.